Hello. I went over to the NASA website, and I just want to say it took me a long time to get onto the NASA website. I kept getting an error message. I'm going to show you the message I kept getting. Let me just wait one moment. I'm going to show you the message I kept getting. I kept getting this bad gateway. That's what I kept getting. The server returned an invalid or incomplete response. You can see right here. So let me make sure I put that right there. So when I went over to here, that's what I've got. See, we're on the screen. I kept trying to go to it, and when I did go to it, that's what I got. You see, look, and they also notice this. They've got a dedicated time for the CCMC web services on February the 3rd. They got this notice on the 28th, which is today, that they're going to have some services that are going to take place. And what was really interesting about that is when I did, like I clicked into there, time and time again is what I did. I just kept clicking into it. And I'm thinking, you know, what is wrong with it? Because if you go over here, you can get this far, and then you get that. And or if you type in, I like to do like NASA and ISWA. Okay. You see, I was able to do this, but I would click into a product just like this, and then I'd want to click into another product, but it would just mess up. It's messing up periodically, okay? It's just time and chance with this product right here. And if you're just tuning in, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Yeah, greetings. So I wanted to show you this product right here. If I can get back to the one I had open, if I didn't, shoot, I knocked it out, you all. Why did I do that? Why did I knock out the specific product that I wanted to look at? I don't know. I just did is what happened. I just did. Kind of makes me upset, but I really did. I had it on here. And we're just going to come over here again. I'm going to show you this right here. So I won't be looking at the comments right now. I'll maybe occasionally look over at them, because I don't want to be on here too long. I really don't. But, you know, I think that we've got a UFO battle. Hello there, Apple Brooks and Bang Bang Mucka Bang. I really think that we have a battle going on still. It's ongoing. And I want you to look at some of the various different types of shapes. I think that this right here, this is a cluster of UFOs. And I haven't even done anything to the product yet right here. Down here, that's more UFOs. But let's just do this. Let's just do this, because this is, if you come over here and you just play this button, this is all you're going to get. You're going to only get a few frames, 3 frames, that's it. That's all you're going to get. But if we come down here, wait, let's look at this one. See that? If we come down here, you will be able to see a whole lot of activity. I'm just only going to put it at maybe 100 and then 20 frames so we can get to the ones that had the UFOs. Since I close that window out, you all, I do apologize. I wanted to get over there and show you the bad gateways that they were having. Now we're going to come right back over here. This is where we're going. So let's look at this. You can see activity. And you know, it's not just on this product right here that they have, but it's on a lot of their other products. There is a lot of activity taking place, and I think there is a battle that is still ongoing, is what I think. It's still ongoing, and it's like what is it? Yesterday, I've only went as far as yesterday on here, but I'm gonna take you to some of these that I'm seeing on here. See, these are not normal looking like particle debris or satellites that you would see around the sun. They're not. I think that they are different types of ships. You can barely see them right there. And I think these right here, these are ships too, the white ones. So, and there are those, let me just say this, there are those that think, oh, it's all CGI. No, it's not all CGI. Granted, there may be times where they do like cover things up that they don't want you to see, but it's not all CGI. It's not, I promise you, it is not all CGI, because they got to show something. They got to show something. So I wanted to get over here to the one thing. Of course, they have a lot of activity going on. Look at these right here. These are the ones that have the ability to line themselves up one by one. They can make themselves really long or really short. They act as a collective, you know, like the Borg. The Borg is a collective. Well, they have these UFOs. I couldn't tell you how big they are, but they literally act as a collective, and they come together. Can you all hear me? I hope you can hear me, because I want to make sure I'm back here on this screen right here, so I wanted to get to where this one UFO is at. Let me shrink it down, you all. You just bear with me. I hope I can get on here without it blinking on me like it likes to do. It likes to blink. See, look at this. See how this comes down here? This right here tells me that, yes, there is a battle taking place. And these right here have come against this ship right here. And you know, this ship right here looks really familiar to me. It really does. If I can put this back to me, I hope that I have on one of these drives that I have, I hope I have an image of that ship that I would really love to show you. I really would. If I have it on this right here. If I don't, I might have it on my screenshots that it's readily available. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's just a given at this point. Okay, I can't see it right now. Okay, I can't see it right now, but it is on there. Let me show you something. That is so teeny tiny. I'm not going to show you that. Let me come back to my product. You know, I got to stay focused, you all. It's so easy for me to get unfocused, but that is a UFO. It's a certain type of a UFO. Let me make it bigger for you all to see, because I feel that there is a battle going on, and there is a lot at stake. I think humanity is at stake. I really do. I think that there are good forces fighting for humanity. There are good forces that are fighting for humanity, and there are forces that are bad that are fighting against humanity on a spiritual level, on an interdimensional level, and on a physical level, on this earth, under the earth, above the earth. Okay, we got the pros and the cons. You got those who are for humanity and those who are against humanity. Okay, on all different levels. It is an ongoing battle. That's what I want to say. It's an ongoing battle. In case some may not believe that, but it truly is an ongoing battle that we are facing. And it's going to take us all. You know, we can't just expect like our own militaries and stuff like that to take care of us. You know, we got to do our part on an individual basis is what we also got to do. See, look at this UFO right here. You may say, Gina, honey, that don't look like a UFO. Let me blow it up for you so you can see. There's so many. I could sit here all day and go through all their products, and I could show all the different types of UFO, but that is a UFO. It's going behind the sun. And why is it going behind the sun? Because the sun is said to be a portal, like a stargate. It could be a gigantic mother ship. It could be a being. There's many types of theories out there about the sun, okay? One thing I'm beginning to realize, and I do realize, it's not what we've been told. That's what I would like to say. The sun is not what we've been told, you all, at all. There truly is a battle that has taken place on many different fronts. And some of it sounds so far-fetched. You think, how can some of the things some people say make sense? Because that's when you get into parallel worlds and stuff like that. Clashing of dimensions. Because I think the clashing of dimensions do take place. I believe that happens also. I really do. See, now look at this. So we just watched some of these. Look at this. There were these right here. Let me show you this right here just for 1 second, you all, because I do want to show you. Look at this. We just saw these coming out of the sun, and they were lined up together. Now, see, now these also can act individually, and this also is a section of that too. If this wanted to, it would join it, and it would look like this right here. Let me make this bigger for you all to see what I'm talking about. Oops, shoot. I don't like it when I do this to my screen because I mess up stuff, and I hide my toolbar at the top when I do that, and I really don't like it. And I really lose my place on this great big wide screen. Come on, I got to shrink it down. It got too big for me to even look at. Look over here too. So see, these are coming out of the sun also, and we don't know the exact shape. We do not know the exact shape because they don't give us good quality products to work with. They don't. They keep it all to themselves is what they do. I'm going to show you what. I cannot get myself up here on this this screen right here. It just gets, I do something and it hides this toolbar up here, and I can't find what I'm looking for is what happens. Let me put this back to me. I want to close this out because I'm supposed to be finding this other stuff. I am. I'm trying to get to the one thing that I wanted to get to, but I'm trying to avoid the blinking. I really am trying to avoid it. Look at this. So look here. We've got another thing. This right here is coming against this ship because they're different ships. Right here, this is a different ship. Can you all see that? Is that good enough for you all? Is it showing you on the screen? Yes, it is. Right here. This is a different ship right here. And this is coming against it. It's coming against it. And you have something kind of similar to this, but it's not lit up. It's just a solid red one is all it is, just a solid red one. Let me shrink this down, you all, so we can, we're going to go and look at some more that came out. Look. Okay, let's come over here. This kind of looks really neat too. Look at this one. Let me, can you see this one right here? Look at that. I've not seen a lot of these like this coming out so boldly. You know, there it's very apparent that they don't fit. They don't fit in. Can you see it? You say, Gina, honey, I can't see it. We're going to blow this one up for you too. So you can see it. I want you to see it. I really do. But I don't want to blow it up too far so you can't see it. We cannot make out the exact shape, but I know that it's not a satellite. And I can see by the red things that are around it, I can see by these right here that they are coming against this. Okay, that's what I think. They're coming against it in some type of a battle is what I think. I really do. Let me shrink this back down if I can. I want to shrink it back down. You can also see up here, there's more. They're not just dots on a screen or anything like that. They're not. So, you know, these are coming. If you look over here, this is coming from this direction. We have one coming from this direction. Wonder if there's any of them up here coming from that direction. No, we got one up there. It's almost four corners. You have these types that are coming from those areas is what they're doing. And you know that our sky, our weather is wild. And, you know, with the weather being cloaked the way it is, we have these storms. We have these terrible storms that are happening. And it's not just in where I live or where you live. It's all over the place. There's something always happening with the weather. It's weather extremes is what it is. Look at this. So, see, this is almost all four corners. You have one right here, one right here, one right here. The only one's missing is the one up here. I'm trying to get to that one. I promise you, I'm trying to get to the ones that I'm without it blinking. I don't like for you to see it blink because I don't want it to affect your eyesight. I really don't. Okay, look at this. Okay, so now we're back here. We're back here, and it's at the 11:12, which is today. It's today right here. You can see it. It is today. And there it's set. And you have to ask yourself, what's going on with this? Really, what is going on? Why won't they tell us what's going on? And why does NASA have to take time out to do their websites? You know, there's a lot of things that are going down lately. I think that their site is experiencing, I think that their networks are experiencing problems. I really do. And, you know, there's talk of cyber attacks all over the place. People getting into different websites, servers, and crashing them and all that kind of stuff, creating back doors, even into government militaries all around the world. They hack into it. They got back doors. Somebody let them in. That's what happens. Somebody let them in. So we do have people in all countries, you know, they're working against the country themselves. We do have it. I'm just going to say we do have stuff like that happening. And to say that we don't is not, oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Y'all, look at this. Can you see this down here? If I can do this, I want to show you what happens. It is like little bitty. Watch it. Watch this right here. It's like a little bitty one of these. Wait, let me show you. You can see it. It's teeny tiny. It looks like something comes out of there. You see that? You may not see it, but I want to show you this right here. This right here. When that big ship appears, this right here kind of extends out is what it looks like. Let me show you that. I hope I made that big enough. Look at that. It truly does. It looks like it went over. So, what if this is not battling against this, but it's like joining it? What if? Because, you know, we don't have all the answers. We don't, but I know that something desperately is going on. And it's affecting all of us. Look at all of this activity up here. There's so many of them, so many individual ships, even though they look like little yellow dots and stuff. I really feel that they are ships that are up there. And, you know, there is talk about contact UFO contact, extraterrestrials contacting, making themselves known. There is a lot of talk about that. And you know, there is something to it. There's talk of a fake alien invasion. Well, first of all, just because it has the label fake alien invasion doesn't mean that it's not going to have a real world effect. It doesn't mean that at all. I think it really will have a real world effect, whether it be fake or whether it not be fake. Okay, some people say, well, if there's a rapture and a lot of people get taken away in the rapture, they're going to blame it on a fake alien invasion or something like that. Well, the people will be gone regardless. Okay, they'll be gone regardless. So it will have a real world effect. That's the only thing I have against the fake alien invasion terminology is it's what's left out is that it's going to have a real world effect. There are ships up there. There are UFO ships up there. Okay, I just want to say that there are UFO ships up there in the sky. Some may be from our very own countries with advanced technology, but some, and I know there is some that are interdimensional and that are not of this world. Okay, they are not of this world. That's the thing right there. We have the real, and then we have the one that aren't truly real. They're just making as if they are. And there are talk of like there's no aliens. They are under the earth. These beings are interdimensional. They're like what are they, like the archons, like this archonic energy and all of this kind of stuff, like people inside the earth, things like that, you all. So it's all real, interdimensional beings, aliens, and all of this. It's all real. And you know, we mess with human life, and we've created different beings. We've created so many different beings, and we just don't know the half of it, experimenting with DNA and all of that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool looking? Yes, we got 7 spheres and stuff like this. You all, I don't want to be on here too long. I know I'm getting myself carried away, but I wanted to show some of this activity. I really did right here. And I was kind of bummed when it looked like they weren't going to let me in. See, now look at this. That's not satellites right there. It isn't. It's some type of ship. And by the looks of this, it looks like these little UFOs right here that we see, they have the ability to join with this right here also and become even longer than it is right now. And if you've ever watched any of these products, you'll see that they also can span across the whole breadth of the products. They can. Look at this ship right here. Yeah, let me see. See, we got some right here, over here. They're all over the place. They really are. I think that some of these right here are, I think that some of these, you could attribute them to the lights that are in the sky. When people see like a glowing, like stars going across the sky and stuff like that, or like they say UFOs that are lighting up, they're all in a row or they're just staggered formation. I think it's these types of things right here. And they quite possibly may not be of this world. They may not be of this world at all. And but we cannot give in to fear, you all. No matter what happens, you cannot give in to fear. It's not good. It will leave you very unsettled in your spirit, but you can become aware enough. You can become aware enough to prepare your spirit and gather as much information as you can possibly. See, look at that. These right here join and connect with that, because you can see there's one that looks almost like it. It's getting ready to join and connect with this. These, I don't know what type of ships these are that do that. I'm at a loss, and you know, I don't really watch very many sci-fi movies. Well, I don't watch movies, but I'm sure there are people who watch movies and they see this type of things that take place. They really do. Let's put this back right here. So we get to the very end and see this is where we're at right here. Look at the timestamp. So there is some type of a battle that is taking place on a massive scale, and there's a lot at stake. I think humanity is part of this, you know. Our very livelihood and our very existence, I feel, is truly at stake. And now, I'm being serious with that. I believe that our whole existence is at stake. And if you've looked around the world, you can see how it's literally like went downhill. Everything's been going downhill It's like humanity itself, civilization is collapsing. The civilization as we knew it is collapsing. And it seems like it's unstoppable. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's totally unstoppable. I want to try to get myself out of this product because it keeps changing the screen on me. If I can do that, I just want to close out of it, you all. I really do, because I can't get down here. Can I please get out of this NASA product? Because I want to come down here. I want to get off of this page, you all, but I don't know why this kept doing this to me. I can't get out of here. If I shrink it down small enough, but then my toolbar is going to mess away and I can't get off of this page without closing. Without closing out my page, I can't get off of here. This is what I don't like. I'm trying to get down here so I can see my toolbars here at the bottom, but this thing is not letting me. Okay, I think I've got it now. I did want to show you one more thing that I had noticed with that product. Let me come over here because I saw this. Well, of course, you saw that solar flare that happened on the 18th right here. You've seen that. And, you know, I've always been puzzled why they look like that. I really have been. But look at this. You can tell that this is a ship that is under attack. This ship right here is under attack by all of these other things. That's what it looks like to me. That's the feeling I get because these are all so disorganized. It's like they're ganging up on this is really what it's like. They're overwhelming it is what it looks like. Can you see what I'm talking about? It looks like they have literally congregated and are attacking this in swarms. That's kind of scary if you think about it, a swarm of bees coming at you, or how about a swarm of different types of ships, these ships all coming at you at once and you're a big ship. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, you all. So I seen that, and then see, you look, you have these. They're super intelligent. They line themselves up like this. And as you can see, there's others that come, they join, and then they become even longer. I'm wondering what is the reason for them. When they connect together, do they share their information of where they've been? Is that what they're doing? Because this is a whole entire species right here. A whole entire species. There's none other that are like this. And they do. It's a species all of their own. You can see them right here in the sun too. You can barely see it. There's just a lot. Look at this. And I'm thinking this right here, this isn't made up of that exact type, but this is a different type too. They're all over the place. Why aren't they talking about this? Why aren't they talking about these great big UFOs that are literally going down into the sun? Why aren't they talking about this? Because I think they should talk about it. You can see, they come in and out of the sun, just like this right here. Totally in and out of the sun. Let's see. Look at this. Look how long it is. It literally, it's wider than the circumference of the sun. Okay, it is. It's longer than it. It just keeps going. Where do they go? Have you asked yourself, where do they go? When they're like this, where do they go? Are they going back to their home planet? Are they? Are they going back to their home planet? Because if they weren't in this line, you would see them all around the place. You would see them dotted all around the place. But when they line up back like that, do you think they're going back to where they came from, their home base? They could organize themselves and go back to their home base, wherever they came from, wherever that home is. What if it's some kind of a system out there, some kind of massive ship up there in orbit, and it's cloaked and we can't see it? And or in the clouds. What if it's one of those in the clouds also? So I'm just trying to think, looking at that, since they have the ability to line themselves up in a row and organize themselves, they could be, well, obviously they're going somewhere as a group. But when they're not in a group, they're dispersed all over the place for some reason. Doesn't that make you wonder what's going on? Because it makes me wonder what's going on, because there's so many of them right there, those small ones. And they're not small. They're not small at all. None of these are small. They're not small, and I think that they are quite possibly like the ones that came out of a solar flare, because they had the ability to organize themselves, is what they had the ability to do. So let me get back to where I started off. I think that there's some kind of a battle taking place, and this certainly does look like a UFO. And why are they becoming more prominent? Why are they becoming more prominent? Is it because times are changing? Is it because times are changing? I think times are changing, and every single one of us can attest to the fact that times are changing. The world that we knew is slowly fading away, and or it's transforming into a different world. Transforming into a different world. Because it's not going anywhere, and as it transforms, it's doing something to us on the inside. We're learning to adapt to the best of our ability, and it's not easy for some. It isn't. But we've got to, if we want to survive, we've got to learn to adapt. Just like the animal kingdom, when their environment changes, they adapt, they evolve. Now, I don't want to become AI. I don't want to become a robot. I don't want to be something that I'm not. I just want to be able to make it till my time on earth is done. And if I have to change, the way I do certain things or think certain ways, I'm going to do it. But I don't want to lose who I am on the inside in the process. I don't. And I don't want any of you to lose who you are in the process. But we've got to be ready. We really do. And we've got to be alert, because there is a battle raging in the skies, on the earth, under the earth, all around, even in the other dimensions, even in the spiritual realm where we can't see. Things are going on, and I think it's best that some of us don't know the half of it, because we wouldn't be able to handle it. We wouldn't. That's how I feel. So I am going to be going, and I want to thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, moderators, for being on here. And thank you for the comments. I'm not looking at them because I wouldn't be able to concentrate on whatever I'm saying. I'll have to go back and listen to what I said, because I just talk at times and I just let the words flow out. But I want to thank you all once again. It's a bumpy ride. It really is a bumpy ride, and it keeps you on your toes. This world, you can certainly say that this world is keeping you on your toes. Our ever-changing world is causing us to be ever changing and ever more alert than ever. Okay, we're more alert than ever, and trying to figure out what's going on and what do we do next. Okay, as a civilization, what do we do next? We certainly need each other. Now's not the time to be divided against one another. I know that there are those who want to divide and conquer. I'm not one of those who want to divide and conquer. I would love to take the path of peace, but I'm not going to be a doormat, and I'm not going to let somebody walk all over me, and I don't want you to be a doormat, and I don't want you to let somebody walk all over you either, and I don't want you to let somebody divide you and make you feel like you're about this big. Okay, don't do that. And if you're a type of person who wants to have dominance over other people, thinking that you're entitled, that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong. This is humanity. We're fighting for the livelihood of humanity. Humanity is at stake. Now's not the time to continue down the path of division. It's not. Now's the time to come together more than ever. That's what time it is. Come together more than ever, because we have a foe that is enormous. We have a great foe. We do. And it ain't good. It doesn't like humanity. Okay, it doesn't. And you're part of humanity. Even though you may want to divide, you may be in a group that wants to be divisive, you're part of humanity whether you realize it or not. And this foe that we're facing doesn't like you either. Okay, doesn't like you either. So I think it would make sense that we start joining forces together and becoming stronger with one another. Yeah, I think we can cross that barrier. I think we can come together. We can. We can find a common bond to come together. We can. And I think we have to look within in order to do it, and that's love. Okay, love will bring us together. Okay, we all want to live in peace. We all want to live in harmony, and none of us want to see the other destroyed. I don't want to see anybody in humanity destroyed. Any group within humanity who truly is human, I don't want to see it destroyed, okay? I don't. All right? But there is a common foe out there that we all have that doesn't like humanity. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And you might want to hit that subscribe button again. Even though you may have subscribed, you probably got unsubscribed. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.